Well, like I say, it depends on who you are. And that's what I tell folks. Um, could be because could be, death, somebody that died in the hotel, something to that effect. That would be my only guess is, but it just had that persona, because of the fact that the town basically, from its glory days, has just basically almost dried up as far as people and everything like that. So it kind of gets that moniker of a ghost town because you know think that it's just going away. Um, a lot of them just love the character of the hotel. Of course, you do get a lot of the people that want to stay here because it is a supposedly haunted hotel. But because of the character, the age of the hotel, that's a huge attractant to a lot of people. The town itself brings people. So it's basically whatever we can do to bolster those items that they're here to see. Ernie, we get along great. Love the guy. He's got a lot of history here, and just seeing what his dad has done with this town, and Ernie has kind of taken on that torch, and it's like we help each other. We kind of feed off each other. He's creating things on his 2 blocks for people. Basically for I call it his outdoor museum. And then of course the hotel gives people a place to stay if they want to come and hang out and view the town in a little more detail, provides that. So that's why he made the little pastime across the street.
My dad always made a statement or a comment that he wanted to put Shaniko back on the map, and I truly believe, personally, take me out of Shaniko. I truly believe that Shaniko is Oregon's favorite ghost town. People have to have something to do, something to eat, somewhere to stay, and that's just the beginning of it. But I hope to continue to create those experiences. As a little kid, I always felt like my dad did what he did, but I could take it to maybe the next level. I had a different idea. So he did not have a will, even though he was investing in his kids, and this would have been willed over to us. He did not have a will, so my mom, everything was handed over to my mom, and eventually this was just way too much for my mom to handle. So I took it over about 4 years ago, beautified my side of the street, and as I'm painting a building, it's the Raven's Nest just to the right, I'm setting up to paint, and my renter, Selena, she said, "Your dad planted that yucca across the street over by the combine." And I had been here for 5 years and it's never bloomed. And I told Selena, I said, "Knock it off. I know what you're doing. Stop it. I'm getting emotional right now." Anyway. I went around the back of the building. This old house, my dad moved that into place. And he always had which is right next to the building that we're in right now. And I looked it's a very creepy old cabin. And I looked in that window, I said, "Dad, what are you up to, buddy? Are you hanging around here?" And I want to tell you that my dad passed in '08, and he'd be 100 years old come 27, so I had an older dad. Good guy. But I got these goosebumps that did not go away for like 20 minutes. And then I walked over to that stupid yucca plant and I cried. Because I believe that my dad is kind of hanging around. And it just seems like everything always works out. As if my dad right next to me. I think my dad was looking for a space for his cars, his antiques. He created museums, not only the old livery barn that we still have a car collection in. I've taken out a lot of cars that could withstand a season or two while we work on the barn. But it's the original livery stable, and that's the Ed Martin Memorial Car Museum. So I found out that there was going to be an emergency sale on the old City Hall. I was really scared about the wrong people or the wrong person getting that meeting, like somebody from out of town that doesn't understand the history of Shaniko and what we're trying to accomplish here. And my dad always had the saying when it came to a historical building, like hell. And he would move it, and he would make sure that it gets put to use and that it would not be destroyed. And so my dad was given that building, and then he gave it to the city. Yes, I'm buying the old City Hall. It's going through. But my mission will to always keep the old 3-stall jail open for tourism. So from little kids to seniors, they can experience what I experienced in my life. And I feel that what I do on my side of the street or on my properties is contagious. And I feel like the town is excited for what the direction of Shaniko is going.